This is episode 8, bro, with the one and only KeyCal. Actually, this is actually our first time that we're interviewing a producer from the mill too. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the hometown.
Right. Shout out to Milwaukee.
See, he got his Bucks gear on. You know what I'm saying?
Represent
Already.
Already.
His Bucks gear, man. No, I've been knowing.
That's the throwback right there. That's the Ray Allen right there, right? Yeah. That's not your man's. That's not our boy.
That's
Yanni.
the throwback.
That's not Giannis.
Oh, the Allen.
No, that's Ray Allen right there.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And this guy's fire. This guy's fire, man. No, I actually heard the first time I actually got a chance to hear his stuff, I was introduced to KeyCal by Tita.
Yep.
I think.
Yeah, my brother.
Tita. Oh,
Yep.
oh, that's your brother.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so his brother is Tita. Okay, so shout out
What up,
Tita. Shout out Tita, man. Over at the Uptowner back in the day, man, he was like, oh, okay, Meccah, bro, you got to link up with KeyCal, bro. And the brother got some talent, man. You know what I'm saying? So it was only right, bro. And the thing is with KeyCal too, is crazy because even with his accolades in the music industry, he's the most low key producer in Milwaukee. He don't pop out like that. He don't, you know what I'm saying? It's like rare sightings. If you see him outside, you know what I'm saying?
So this is one right now.
This is one right now. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. This is one right now, man. So yeah, definitely, man. Yo, how you doing, man? You know what I'm saying?
I'm doing well. I
No
just
doubt.
recently got a placement on Flo Milli album with Bangladesh.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Shout out to that.
It's called Edible with Gun on it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Go check that out, yo.
Yeah.
Now, usually with the Pad Masters radio show, Riverwest Radio, WXRW-LP, usually we start off with the Pad Masters news. We finna bypass that this episode and get right to the interview, right? We finna get right to the proceedings, man.
Yeah.
And we gonna, I know you brought up earlier, we finna get right to those hardwares in the back of your,
Right.
the hardware, man.
The two
now,
joints hanging up.
Yo, and that's like, I think for every producer, every musician, those are like championship rings, so to speak. A lot of people look at those like championship rings. Like you know what I mean?
I would
you
say
work
so.
hard and
Yes, sir.
you know what I mean?
I would say so.
What was it like getting those, and man, how do you get a placement with Ludacris on the Battle of the Sexes album?
Actually, got a cousin in Atlanta named Chandre. He go by Bangladesh. We've been doing business for about 20 years. Actually, my first placement was Dog Pound Make That P-Talk with Paul Wall on it.
What?
Yeah.
I made that beat in my mama's house back in 2003.
Wow. That's crazy.
On Holden Street. And,
Wow.
That's crazy.
My great grandfather, who was married to my great grandmother, is actually his biological grandfather. He had hooked us up. And my cuz did Ludacris' first single, What's Your Fantasy? And
Right.
He also did A Milli for Lil Wayne and all that.
So it was just hits going on.
I used to mail, like with my shout out to my brother Tita. I used to mail him CDs. Tita taught me how to use a computer because I didn't know how to use a computer back in 2003 and all that. I ain't had no computer, and he used to teach me how to email and all that. And
It was just all hardware.
yeah, I used to mail cuz CDs, and that beat was on there, and it took a couple years to get it placed. Originally, Snoop was messing with it for the Rhythm Gangsta album, and the Dog Pound put on their album,
Right.
and it came out in like 06. I went out to Atlanta for a couple years to learn how to record and learn computers and stuff with cuz. He let me stay with him or whatever, and met a lot of people and just networking and stuff like that. Like to this day, we still do business. The game is politics.
Indeed.
Like me, shouts out to the Most High Yah. He blessed me to be able to create on the spot.
Yeah.
Like a lot of placements I get, like he'll hit me and be like, such and such needs some, or send me acapella, and I just make the beat and send it back, and they be liking it.
Yeah.
Or like if I work with somebody here local, I make the beat in front of them. Like it's easy to play beats, for people, but I like challenges,
Yeah, it's one thing to create in front of somebody because
Like they can there's an idea
On the
I
spot.
want, and I'll be like, just make it. Or
Just
they
by
want
ear.
a sample, I take the sample and you know what I mean.
Flip it your way and whatever, and it come out nice.
Yep. And I got a lot of drum kits. I got a bunch of 808s. I got what's his name, DJ EA Ski. All his drums slap hard for any type of West Coast, East Coast, anything. I buy them because it's like candy.
For real.
You ain't lying.
For real, man.
I pay that $70-$100 for a drum kit because I know I'm gonna get good quality. Even a lot of 808s I got. Shouts out to my brother Ziggy Mills. He grew up on Holton Street too. I've been knowing him since we was 10. We best friends. Yeah. He get a lot of drums for me too, like them 808s that they use down south. And it be like already compressed and fat, and you thumb it in the NPC, it just
already cutting in the mix,
all
right?
You gotta do is turn it down if you know.
Yeah, just levels, right? It's just more about leveling, but no, you ain't gotta throw nothing on it, right? Man,
because my cousin Bangladesh, like I used to send them beats even back in 03. Like Dog Pound was probably that P-Talk was probably his favorite, but I was sending a lot of like jazz, like smooth stuff. And he was like, "Your melody's cool, but your drums gotta slap." So that day I used to just buy, because I had the Korg Triton. My dad bought me that when I graduated from high school.
I'm familiar with that.
And they had floppy disks, so I used to buy like Timberland drum kit. Some websites to order off of New York. I used to get the magazines in the mail.
Oh yeah.
And I used to just order drum kits with the floppy disk and load it in a Triton and make beats.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. And they was in the back. When they in the back, like when you got to the back pages or whatever? Yeah.
And one of those, I think I got some drums and that roller coaster beat that was on Ludacris' album. I made that with all Triton.
Yeah.
And it was a beat I made actually in 2006, but it ain't come out to 2010. And my cousin Bangladesh got me the placement.
Yeah.
For that, we split everything down the middle.
Yeah.
Even whatever the advancement be and all that, which is a blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was gonna ask you, it's like Bangladesh being your cousin, like
that's
definitely one of the illest producers in the game. A lot of records, man. And he's been in the game for a while. Can you give us some things that you've learned watching him, like watching him in the game, like some things that you learned, rather it's musically, rather it's business, things that you kind of picked up on, like, okay, my cuz doing this, things that he taught you himself, or things that you seen, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, that man taught me how to use the MPC.
Wow. Word.
Hey, I never forget that. That was back in 06. He had the MPC 2000 XL. And he was
XL.
like,
man, that XL keep
coming. He said just mess with it.
Yeah.
I used to be up 24 hours. Like he had a rolling Phantom rack like that.
Yeah.
He had the Yamaha motif all hooked up to it.
Yeah.
I had my Triton, and then I learned how to use MIDI and all that stuff like that. And then I fell in love with the MPC. And my first MPC was actually the 2500. I got that in 07 off of a little Kiki placement I did called "Show Me What It Made For."
Word.
Yeah.
Word. And I remember Lil Kiki.
You name
right. It's a lot of names coming out right now.
Man.
And love for the situation with, what I'm saying, the MPC and the Triton, because I said this before.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with that. We had the Triton Studio back in the day, and we was with the 2000 XL though, meatied up, and them Korg sound even better, especially if you're using the drums or whatever. It's a difference between
it slap harder.
Yeah, it's just a total difference. You can hit that on the key, and you hit it on the pad, and you like, what? What is the difference? What is that? Because it's like it's a doom doom, and then doom. Boom. Like, what is happening between this? But that's the thing that I loved about using the MPC, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. I use a lot of things, but I still gotta say, even using another thing meatied with that, it makes that sound better.
Yeah.
Flat out. Just makes it sound better, bro.
Yeah.
For real, man. But yeah, that's wild, man.
Even he taught me how to use Pro Tools too for recording.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to do that, but he used to make me record artists when they come through.
Yeah.
I met a lot of artists like the Young Guns, Mace, E40. Who else? I've been to Luda House. I've been to Ice Cube. I did a beat for him called "She Couldn't Make It on Her Own" back in 2010 with well, you know how I go.
Yeah.
And he actually flew me to California. And who else I did? Recently got some placements with Fat Trail, Nigga What. That came out last year. Fredo Bang, Say Please record.
Word.
I made that whole beat in Logic. Cuz sent me the loop and said do the drums, which is like boost my confidence of years of doing business with him, because he was like, it's all about your drums. And now it's like
it makes
he
sense.
trusts me to like do the whole thing.
That's what's up.
You know, his son Nas, shout out to him. He like my little brother. Nas make beats, his son. So it's like he look up to me because, you know, I was there when they was like 10. And he used to like say, that's gonna be you one day, because, you know, so Nas like his son Nas like call me or damn near every other day for like inspiration, because he like he look up to me and stuff like that. Even though his dad, you know, he a legend, you know, but
Right.
for a child to grow up and be in their 20s now and look at me like a big brother and look up to me, that's the greatest feeling in the world.
Yeah.
Like I'll be sending him drums. I'm like, here, email him, like use these.
Yeah.
Right.
Look, each one teach one, man. Each one
and,
teach one.
And Logic I like is clean, but you still gotta like put a limiter and all that, so it won't be distorted.
Right.
Yeah.
But right now I just been MPC. I got to do the drums out of that all the time.
No doubt.
I ain't mad at you.
Right.
Like
ain't mad
even
at
the
you.
kits it come with, is stupid.
They still good, right?
Yeah.
The stock sounds
stock sounds
is
are
really
pretty
good. Real talk.
The instruments sound good. The plugins, you know, it's crazy. But what I like about the core Coronos, I like the pianos and the EPs. They got a Herbie Hancock EP on there. I know y'all know who Herbie Hancock
Oh,
is.
no doubt, no
Of
doubt.
course.
Gosh, I just
Yeah.
be sitting there just playing it,
Just
playing
because.
chords, and if I like the chord, I just record it.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it sounds so good.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
he still uses it to this day.
Right.
When I watch him perform, he got the core Coronos on stage.
Look,
You know,
you obviously
that
got a
Chrono's
valid
something.
piece of equipment
Yeah,
right
that
there.
Chrono's something special. I've played with it once, and I was blown away. I had a Triton at the time. You know?
Yeah.
that got all the Triton sounds and more.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know, that's
It's
the
like
thing
the
too.
big
It's like they
brother.
just it's like they just take, you know, because how things get older and whatever. But it's like, well, we just gonna take this and throw it in here, and we gonna grab a little bit of this, a little bit of that, just toss it all in there, and you know, it's still us, but it's these sounds, and you know them sounds from, especially if you know the equipment, you know them sounds, but.
Yeah.
Hey, and then being able to tweak those too, because I'm sure
You can still make it how you want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like when I first got it, like 5 years ago. I got the limited edition platinum one, right? And one time
watch out.
I went on the disc and I clicked on load, and it just loaded a whole bunch of sounds that I never heard. I'm like, what the hell? Like,
And that was just
That
stock
didn't-
off the internal hard
it
drive.
just loaded in there, and they still to this day work.
Oh
And
yeah,
for the listeners out there, he's talking about floppy disk, right? He's talking about a floppy.
But it's
He
a
talking about-
it's a built-in disc in the Coronos. It ain't no floppy.
Oh, it's not.
no, that's what you're saying. Internal. It's internal.
I just hit load and it just load up a bunch of more sounds, dude.
Oh,
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of producers know about that sauce.
Nah.
You just gave them some.
You just gave me.
Right.
Yeah,
You just gave
I
them
never
some,
used that. I never used that.
No, but I'm interested in it now, though. I ain't gonna
And
lie.
synthesizers, all that is just crazy, bro.
Yeah, what do we call Fairjoy? He real crazy with the synths, with the moves. How you say it?
the
Moves?
Moog.
Moog,
I'd say the Moog. I believe that's
Oh
how
yeah,
it's
I'm
that's how you
gonna
say
get one of
it.
those.
Man.
Yeah.
Moog,
Yeah, that's a good piece.
And
to
that
have.
North Stage 4, that North Stage 4.
Yeah,
Gosh.
yeah.
Hey, so
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all covered this, but I just got just for the,
Go
video
ahead.
purposes.
Go for it.
What year did you start producing, and what really inspired you to produce? Like, just give us like a brief musical background, just like a KeyCal musical background. What really got you started? Also, are you self-taught?
Self-taught piano.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Back in 1998, I was a junior in high school. I was taking a music class.
What high school was that, by the way?
Nicolay.
Word. All right.
I graduated in 2000. And then my friend Cliff, he like a big brother to me. Shouts out to Cliff Coda-Cane. He used to pick me up and take me to the music store.
Yeah.
And he had a bunch of equipment because he make beats. And he showed me MIDI and all that way back in the day.
Yeah.
He had the Yamaha hooked up to the DR770 and the Boss Beat
yeah.
machine. He used to take the brass bell. So shouts out to Coda-Cane. That's my big brother.
Brass bell, expensive as a mud, boy.
That's when I like really like fell in love with it, like 98, 99, junior year.
Yeah.
Then my dad bought me the Korg Triton when I graduated in 2000. And then actually made that Dog Pound beat all Triton. And a lot of beats I made was all Triton that got placed.
Yeah, that was a good sound though. Yeah. Triton had a good sound.
Triton.
I mean, Pharrell
Yeah.
used it. He used that Triton. He used that Triton heavily.
What do y'all think was better between the Korg Triton and the Roland Phantom? Which one do y'all think is better?
Triton because it was more versatile.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna say definitely the Korg Triton, and then the Triton Studio. I definitely was in love with the Triton Studio because it had a CD drive on it, and you could just burn CDs. For one, you could sample. First of all, putting a CD in, you also could burn music. So whatever you was working on.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Kool-Aid had one of those.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Kool-Aid. He had one of those.
Kool-Aid all day.
I don't remember which one I had, but I knew it was like a navy blue one with the little.
You had the Extreme.
Yeah,
he had the Extreme.
Yeah.
The blue joint with the tube on it.
The tube.
Yeah, man. And look, if you had that and a studio, you could do a lot.
Anything.
Yeah,
lit.
you was the workstation genius,
Right?
Because you like whatever you wanted to use from that, you could just line in that into that, and then play that right with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then that was the other thing was the outs on the back is that you could do 8 at a time. So you got 16 total, but you could do 8 at a time when you was tracking out.
Yeah.
So that's man, yeah. So Triton wins that.
Shout out to the Triton.
Triton wins that.
Korg wins that battle. Unanimous decision.
No doubt. Man.
But they all dope. The Phantom and
the Phantom
and the Yamaha.
Right.
Yamaha got the best flute.
Yeah. You right though. And that's the thing. Theory. The theory, because it's a flutter. You got the fluttering flute. You just got the pan flute. Like, just them. They just so warm. Like, just really warm sounds. And
Yamaha's had some. They had some. I think the Yamaha PSR 5, something like that. The Yamaha. I always remember getting like it wasn't a cheap keyboard. It was back when Mars Music was open.
Man, shout out to Mars
Music.
It was either I get Mars Music,
place.
Bro.
Yeah,
I used to just like to go there just to walk around. You know?
Just to mess with stuff.
I used to go there and
mess
play
with stuff,
everything I could play.
For sure.
Yamaha had a keyboard called the DJX.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all remember that.
I had that. My mom bought me that.
I had that too, man.
Yeah. The blue joint.
It did work, bro. I made some fire on that. I ain't gonna hold you. I made some fire on that.
Yes.
I made some fire on that.
Man, look, we used to sample drum sounds, you know what I'm saying? And what's funny is it was like mainly Timbo. It was mainly Timbo drums that we would sample. You just catch that piece.
Right.
And yeah, because them just hit, it was hitting in.
Yep.
And that's off a disc, you know what I'm saying? You
Right.
just line in, hit record, boom, and then stop. You got to do it quick because you know what I'm saying. 5 seconds is not a lot of time.
No, 5 seconds.
But when you chopping things up, you know,
It's
and
enough.
it's starting to be in like basically milliseconds or just a second. You better make sure you got enough in that second.
Right.
Boy.
Yep.
Hey man, so let me ask you this: give us your top 5 producers of all time. It doesn't have to be just like the rap genre. It could be any genre. Just top 5 producers. You know what I'm saying?
I like Drummer Boy out of Memphis.
Okay.
Of course, Timberland, because he made a sound that people was like, no, that ain't gonna work. And actually, he used to be under Devontae with Jodeci.
Yeah.
He used to be a ghost producer and making they beats.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Had Missy on the joint.
Brian Michael Cox.
No doubt.
I will say Jermaine Dupri, but I like Brian Michael Cox because he play.
Yeah.
He be coming up with them melodies, man, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
Was that 3?
Yep.
Who else? Shorty Red,
Shawty Red on the drum.
because he made that trap sound with them horns.
Yeah.
To me, I like Zay, but Zay kind of took that from him. You know, and I would say my cuz Bang, because like he made $1 million. You know, I was in his house when he made it.
Wow, that's crazy.
I was right there.
You was right
watching
there
him.
when he made that?
That's crazy.
Oh,
I bet you just remember the whole.
He had a
process.
group that rapped on it first, but they didn't know how. They weren't putting no work in. You know, they would argue, and
They weren't
he
doing
had
no
a deal on the
justice.
table for them dudes.
Right.
And I was doing a lot of the beats.
Yeah.
You saw him make that? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's
that
wild.
was a hit
I saw-
record,
I was
bruh.
there.
It still is a hit record.
I was
You
there
put
when he
that
made
on.
the beat. I like watched him make it.
Well,
Hey, man,
Bang, if you listening,
Yeah, man.
I got that in my playlist still.
Still.
So you catching streams off me, my dude, and
That's
everybody
a-
else. You definitely
definitely
catching
a-
streams
yeah,
off
His,
me.
anthem.
his drum patterns, man.
Man.
It inspired me to make better drum patterns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
Right,
the Birdman straightened them out yet, man? The
Yeah.
Birdman.
Oh yeah, they been did that.
Hey, Birdman straightened them out. All right, cool, man. Because, you know.
Yeah.
Because he was on that Rick Ross video. He's like, oh, snap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little goofy. But as long as he
Last
taking
one.
care
that,
of.
like that
Long as he take care of.
breakup Mario, he like took a sound and like boom 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 to make the 808 breathe, make a melody out of 808.
Yeah.
I was taught by him to do that, like make them 808s, make a melody out of.
Yeah. Yeah. Instead of just hitting that
Right,
one
just hitting that,
way.
He get born just going boom
Yeah.
boom boom like Lil Jon used to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But hey, you know what's crazy is in the time that Lil Jon did what he did, it was it. It was it. But when
'cause
cats
it wasn't
when
around.
cats realized we ain't gotta just hit right here. No, we can doom 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 boom boom doom 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 boom. Oh my God. Toe the game
Toe the
a
game.
line apart.
Who you say ushered that in?
Maybe your man's? Would it have been Cuz? Or would you say that
I would say Cuz and T-Pain.
T-Pain.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Never
I
even
could
thought
rock with
about
that.
Because wasn't nobody doing 808 patterns
Right.
like bass lines.
Melodic 808s,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Pitched out 808s.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was right, and I'm trying to pinpoint that time that it had changed too, and
Right.
it's like I'm trying to think of like when was that crossover to that? Would you say that it would have been
08, 07.
okay? That makes sense. I had to go, and I'm trying to rewind back, you know.
Yeah, when you
my
said
old
T-Pain,
brain.
I hear like a whole, like almost all his catalog there.
Yeah. So yeah, that makes sense. Like, yep, 07, 08.
Yep.
Yep. No doubt.
No doubt.
I think it make it bounce when you
Yeah.
make melodies with it.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like strip club music or trap like that.
Yeah. Well, because you can
Gives it
layer
that-
it too.
it
You can layer that
gives
right
it
on
more
top of
feeling.
that, on top of the kick that you're using. So if you got that punchy kick, and you got that right under it, so it, and it's still got the boom, boom, boom. So now it's the dynamic is changed now.
Yep.
And then when you take that, when you pull that kick away, you can just let that 808 ride. You know what I'm saying? And then when you bring that punch, when you that punch kick back, woo, it just like you said, that bounce. It give you that energy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Hey, yo, so KeyCal, how do you know when the beat is done?
I might go on YouTube and put on a girl dancing or something, a stripper,
Yeah.
and or I go clap like you in a strip club. It can be tempo can be 125, 140, 150, and if it's doing that, I'm like, oh, it's done.
Word.
That's dope.
Word. So like, do you? I mean, obviously, you done probably found a way to. You probably found obviously a good format on mixing, but do you use anything like? Do you reference like certain tracks you may be making? Do you reference it to something that's already made? You know what I'm saying? Something that's already out there, or do you just kind of have that format locked in?
I kind of have it locked in because, like, you can use a 808 on one beat, but another beat, you might want to use a different 808, but it's still the same sauce, but it ain't the same sauce. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely know what you mean.
And then, like, if I'm making, like, a West Coast beat, I'm finna load up EA Ski, or if I'm a New York or a hip-hop, you know, like a boom plap, you know, something like that. I'm load his up because he got the kicks and the snares that's already like compressed.
Yeah, and they sound right. They according to what whoever else has done. You know what I'm saying? So that's
like say that like that Flo Milli beat, the edible beat, that was like an 808, and I put some more sauce on it to make it hit harder. Mm-hmm. And I made it like a drum pattern. Like I played the chords off the chord Coronos. I ain't gonna take the sound, but it's sound off a chord.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Got to keep some things to yourself.
Mm-hmm. The bass line off of a plug-in. I said it earlier. If they rewind it, they'll know what I'm saying.
Already.
And the voice off of like I watched 1500 or nothing, and
shout out to 1500.
Hit Boy, that's his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw them using arcade, so I'm like, I'll pay $10 a month. Skip it.
Yeah.
You know, and
yeah,
you can just match it up. If you in E flat, put it in E flat, or if you in B minor, put it in B minor. Anything can match up.
Yeah.
So arcade is that joint? It's like a AI plug-in or something like that, or
it's royalty free stuff on there.
Yeah, because they be selling the mess out of that mud on YouTube. Every ad be like arcade.
You can take a loop out of that and just make a beat.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You know, there's some software out there, man, but of course they do require a subscription. Yeah. But it is some software out there, man.
It's just one software, gospel musicians. Oh, I got a lot of sounds off of there. And like that R&B.
Software for gospel musicians.
Like they got like them little singing sounds that go like for R&B and all them synths.
That sound crazy.
It was like $100. I got that too.
Wow. Ooh.
And one of the sounds off of there on that beat.
Yeah. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Like I like to be versatile, and like if I'm gonna use this sound off of here. Like if I'm making smooth stuff, but still I visualize a woman dancing. I might use the chord, I might use rolling, I might use sit around, I might, you know what I mean? 3-4 different sounds.
Yeah.
From different, and then use them 808s or something, and then boom. But I use the MPC for the drum pattern.
Right, like you said, you sequencing with that.
The drum
sequences
come from the MP.
Yeah. Right.
They gotta come from the MP.
Hey, you know what's crazy?
I'm spoiled now.
Right.
You ain't wrong. Here's one thing. So you said you visualize a woman dancing. Now the only other cat I ever heard say that is the homie DJ Battle Cat.
He one of my favorite. I probably should have listened to him, but he one of my favorite. He cold.
Yeah. See, because that's why, you know what I'm saying? When he said that, I'm like,
DJ Quick too.
Yeah, quick for sure.
I thought he was going to be in your top 5 actually, but I mean he definitely in mine. But I thought he was going to be in yours. But yeah,
look, hey, it's so
quick.
When you say 5, it's a random thought because you think about it. Sometimes you say it because even if you asked me that same question, bro, it would change tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it right now, and it'll be like, oh, and then you think like, oh, and then
and Banks.
Yeah. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like, it's all these cats, man. Like I said, man, Battle Cat, the only cat, though, that I ever heard say, I visualize a woman dancing when he make his beats. And I, watch the dude do it, whatever, man.
There's one other person, too. That I heard say it, and that's Pharrell Williams.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Because, that Girl album was crazy.
Yep.
It was like, that's all he was thinking about that whole time. But dude, it's crazy though. You got a lot of accolades, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of credits, a lot of
you, man.
Yeah, like it's and it's Milwaukee's own, right? And you were born and raised here, correct?
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm saying. That's dope.
Born and raised, super dope. Man.
Like I said, I'm glad to learn about you right now. Obviously, I heard your sound. I just didn't know it was you.
You didn't know it was him, right?
Like, and that's the thing,
When I work with young artists here, I try to teach them the business. I'm like, you gotta you gotta have a publishing setup with BMI, ASCAP, or CSAC. If you're serious, if you're not, what's the point?
Right. Yeah, it's gonna get stolen. You know, especially if it's good.
Like I heard somebody did that to a lot of artists up here. Like registered their songs.
Yeah.
I used to teach the cats that. Some of them cats came to my house.
Yeah.
That was on that list.
That was on that list.
Wow.
Man, that list.
I had recorded them for some cats, but they wanted to do a YouTube beat, and I was like, you gotta have your business straight. You doing it?
Yeah.
About the YouTube. So like, are you wanna? Let's talk about that for a second.
Shoot at
YouTube beats. When I had my studio, right, I had this rule, right, and most of the time, 9 times out of 10, I enforce this rule, right. I make beats. I have a whole squad called the Milwaukee Pad Masters that makes beats. There's no way in the Jamaica tank top, right? I'm going on YouTube and stealing. I'm not finna help you with theft, first of all. I'm not finna do that. And like, plus, it's beats here, man. Hey, buy the beats, man. You know what I'm saying?
Buy the beats. Spend the money on your craft, man.
Yeah.
If hey, so KeyCal, if you can give some of the young producers, like, because you already gave a little bit of advice right there as far as taking care of their business and all that. You have some producers out there that's fired. They done bought this equipment. They done bought them an MPC. They done downloaded the DAW. They done bought Logic. They done bought Pro Tools, and they got some fire. How would they go about pricing their beats moving forward? Just trying to should they Should they get with some artists first, create a catalog first for something to show that they can produce for artists first, or how would you say they should go about that?
Get an artist and build with them.
Mm-hmm. Word.
Because a lot of people ain't got no money. They'll be like 100 too much.
Yeah, this is very true.
They'll pay that 100 to record though.
Right.
I don't care. I'll take the 100 that you want to just record. I'll mix and master too.
Yeah.
But a lot of producers find you an artist, or like how I promote myself. I go live and just make beats live, some people hit me up in inbox.
Yeah,
I go live on Facebook, live on Instagram.
Yeah,
like what's that?
Because I like to do that for practice, for when I'm in a studio with somebody.
Yeah,
it's
because it's still eyes.
Me to just make something. They like, that's hard.
Yeah, hey, it's still eyes nonetheless. Because I mean, even when you live, I mean, people tuning in to you. So
you live.
Yeah, and then that could be more people than just in the studio. Yep. Obviously, you know what I'm saying.
You never know who watching, and sometimes I'll send the video to some A&Rs that I've heard of, or they reach back. They might,
right? Yeah.
It won't hurt to try,
Right.
Yeah.
And like what I do with my cousin Bangladesh, I just send it because I know he gonna like it, and I can make 100 of those.
Right.
Like low key, we got some with ASAP Rocky. He just got to put it out.
Right. So it's on the table.
Some drill beats.
Right.
Original drill that is drill, but it don't sound like the drill that's out.
Right.
Okay. Hear that.
Yeah.
New drill.
Yeah.
Hear that, man.
Hey, look, that's what it's about though. And like you said, just being able to crank that sound out.
Yeah.
Like, and then I mean, Mac, you just one of your homies just said the same thing. Like when you got into doing like the club, like kind of club tracks right now.
Yeah.
Just
Or
heard
even,
it was like,
even if it's a young producer, sorry to cut you off.
No, you good.
Reach out to like a established producer, but make sure your business right before you do, because they ain't gonna tell you everything.
Right.
No, this is one thing.
Because if you don't know your business and they like, that's hard.
That's true.
Yeah, I'll give you 5-10 bands, and some people be thirsty and take it. I ain't finna be thirsty and take nothing.
Right.
I just wait.
Yeah.
It's like when you wait and you be patient, it'll just come. That's what my cuz taught me too. Like, the money don't come right away,
Yeah.
Right. When it comes, you gotta be patient, but it'll pay off in the end.
Yeah.
You gotta just keep working. I work a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
I do like 2-3 jobs. I do carpentry work, studio time, wherever I can touch some money.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Hey, have hustles. That's the other thing.
And never give up on your dream. I've been in the game for 20 years.
That's what's up, man.
I'm
Shout out
42.
to you, bro.
Shout out to the 40 gang.
If it ain't on the radio, it ain't a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, indeed.
Like the Ludacris Party No More record had Gucci Man on it, but Gucci got locked up. They was gonna make it a single, It ain't nobody's fault. They done made a single. Y'all done made a lot of money.
Right.
Indeed.
And the Gucci Man Stupid Wild record with Lil Wayne on it. That's how I got a plaque off of that album. The Roger Davis versus State. It had Cameron on it too. That's the around time Lil Wayne got locked up.
I remember
Damn.
that.
They was gonna make that a single after
Yep, I do
Lemonade.
remember that one.
My cuz did the Lemonade.
Yeah.
They was gonna make Stupid Wild a single too, but Lil Wayne got locked up.
Man.
Then I also did.
I actually saw that plaque
Hey,
too. That plaque
Hey, I did a beat for Busta Rhymes, bro.
Yeah.
Word.
When Amelie was the biggest record out,
Yeah.
you can go on YouTube. That I got bass beat. I did that beat back in 06.
Wow.
Me and Cuz, they had the paperwork ready. I was living on Humboldt. I was geek. He was like, they finna make it his first single.
Get out of town.
Man, cussed out Jimmy Iovine, got dropped from the label.
This is crazy how the bags got lost.
I would have been like,
Yeah.
I would have been before Mike Will.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's crazy how the bags got lost because cats went to jail or made this decision with something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was living on
misinformation.
Humboldt in East Capitol. Cuz hit me up. They gonna make it his first single. You know, paperwork don't be in. They just put stuff out, you know.
Yeah.
When he called me that next week, I was crying. I ain't gonna lie.
I would have been crying
Right.
too.
Like,
I ain't gonna lie.
It was just one my time.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, and that's
Dang,
what you
that's
got to equate it
salty,
to.
bro. Yeah.
But I definitely would have been banging my head
And that was
against
back.
the table.
That was back in 08.
No, I
Right.
would have been salty for sure.
Man, quit playing.
But I
Quit
feel,
playing.
the man upstairs didn't want me to have it back then, so I never quit. You know, I used
No
to
doubt.
drink. I used to drink. I've been 9 years without no alcohol, and
That's what's up, man.
I'm
Shout
actually
out to
smaller now than I was when I was in high school. I'm
Right.
still
Right.
275, but I'm toned.
Hey.
No doubt.
Don't eat red meat or pork. It's like the man upstairs said, health over wealth. And you know,
Indeed.
when you having gout in your 20s,
Yeah.
you got to put something down.
Yeah.
I made a pact to my niece Chloe when 2015,
Yeah.
and I was like, I'll never drink again, and we pinky swore.
What's up, bro?
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Like respect
Yeah,
for
shout
real.
out to you
Salute,
for
man,
sure.
for,
'Cause,
for
gout-
cleaning yourself up.
Because gout can shut your kidneys down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt.
No,
man.
people don't understand how tough gout really is. It's like, yeah, you could say it. You could say, oh, yeah, but
And you
knowing the effects of it,
You gotta
that's
deal
a
with
different thing.
dialysis and all that.
Yeah.
Shouts out to my brother from another mother, Chris Spice. He used to work at Elite Nutrition. I went in there limping. He was like, "Man, you gotta stop drinking." So I got apple cider vinegar and shouts out to Chris Spice though.
Shout out to Chris.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, so let me ask you this, man. Give me your top 5 NPCs.
I like that 2500
2,500.
because when I bought it downtown at Nova Music. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember Nova.
I remember
Music.
Nova.
And then I got the expansion with it. So that thing gave you 30 minutes of sampling time.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, that
MPC 2500,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
black one with the gray pads.
yeah. I remember that.
That was the MPC Live before the MPC Live.
Yep.
Yeah. Legit.
You can actually drag drums on your pads using that USB.
Yeah. Yeah.
That my favorite. I ain't gonna cap.
So that's one?
And it had that full level on there where your drums just hit even harder.
Yeah. Yeah, the full velocity or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie, I want to get a 3000 though. I be seeing Jazzy Face still use it.
Yeah, he do. He do.
I pay 4 racks.
Hey, look. So is that 2? We gonna say the 3,000 is 2?
Yeah.
Word.
The sound.
Oh no,
Word.
the drums hit on that, man.
Yeah.
The drums.
And Jazzy
I think
Faye
everybody
is still
said that.
using that.
I want one bad.
Word. Still worth 4 racks. At that, still worth.
Absolutely.
Word. So
And the live third.
word. Right? Just the live, not the live 2. Just the
Live too, yeah, I got the live too.
Live too.
Yeah,
Okay.
live too.
So the live 2 is 3rd.
Live too. That's a good one.
Word.
And the 2000 XL. I didn't like the 4000. I couldn't figure it out
Right.
for some damn reason. It kept looping that 4 bars, and I'm like, how you doing?
How do you stretch this? Right.
My brother from another mother, Blue Rocks Music in Atlanta, got one. I couldn't figure it out. He from New York. He got his own studio. Shouts out to him, Crossfade Studios
Yeah.
Word.
in Atlanta. Y'all want to record? Go to Crossfade Studio
That's what's
Check 'em
up.
out. Check 'em out.
Right?
in Atlanta.
Right? You heard it.
Over there, kind of by Peter Street.
Hey, you heard it right here. You go to Atlanta, go to Crossfade Studios. Yeah,
Yep.
do that.
No doubt. No doubt. And you got one more.
One more MPC,
Yeah.
the 1000.
1,000? Okay.
Drums hit hard off of there too.
I'm surprised you didn't say the X.
Live too. The live too.
The Loud is basically what it is.
I was just gonna say, like,
They
that's
the
what
same.
that
It's
is.
the same.
That's
It's
what
the
that
same.
is.
It's the same. It's the same.
They the same.
Yeah,
It's the same.
they just made it mobile.
Is there
More mobile.
Yep.
besides NPCs? Because I know you done touched a couple other pieces of drum machines too. Can you give me your top 5? Okay, starting the machine.
Yeah. Shouts
Which
out,
one-
shouts
which
out
one?
to Ziggy Mills. Ish. The one that. Oh, sorry. Suckety Duckety. The one that came out in 2010, I think.
Yeah.
Or 08.
Oh no.
08.
Okay.
Oh, so we talking about like the MK1 or whatever, or MK2?
It had a bunch of 808 sounds on it, a bunch of drum kits. Which one was that? Machine. The pads. It had
Yeah.
the pads and everything.
Yeah. What?
That's a dope piece of equipment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Drum kits is hard.
I rock with the machine, so you know what I'm saying. Native Instruments snap with that.
Yeah.
They definitely did.
And the DR7, was it the DR770 or the DR? What's one Cliff had? It was the black one with the gray pads that you got from Brass Bell.
I think that was a 770.
Was it a square pads or was it like small circle pads?
I think small circles.
That's DR5.
The
Yeah,
DR5?
the DR5.
Yeah.
That's DR5.
'Cause you know,
Yeah, the circle.
You know,
yeah.
3-6 Mafia, they snares and they hi-hats came off of that.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, I don't care what nobody say. That DR5 used to slap.
Come on, bro.
And it still slap.
yeah.
I
It
don't
still
care what.
slap, bro. You run that
Like
through,
you might have to. Yeah. You just.
Man.
I want one just to have it.
you run it through the
Why
right
not?
processor, you good,
I'm
bro.
on the real,
you run it through the
'cause
right processor, you
The
great.
sounds was clean. They was
Clean.
clean sounds, and they hit. My homeboys, man, Sean and Dennis.
And you had various instruments on there too, man. You had the guitar, bass guitar. You had horns, saxophones, flutes,
Yeah.
trumpets.
Yeah.
You had everything, dog, on there. Like, yo, man, that was one of the. That's a legendary piece right there. Boss DR5, definitely.
Word.
Yep.
So what else? What else you got for us?
Equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was 2 or 3, right?
I think that was 2.
That was 2. Okay.
I had a Rolling Phantom, the Rolling Phantom GT, and I had a Access Virus. I got that from Nova Music back in the day. I sold it years later.
Right.
I got tired of it, but it's still dope. I get one and again.
Right.
And you know, the Yamaha motif.
Oh yeah.
The acoustics, the flutes and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
The motif. Yeah.
Yeah. and,
Theory, and that's the thing. Theory always.
What's that, 4 or 5?
That's 4.
That's 4 right there.
And that North Stage 4, I'm gonna get that. That red keyboard.
Yeah.
Them sounds on there.
Yeah.
It's boom shakalaka.
Yeah. You ain't lying. You
Like
ain't
NBA
lying.
Jam, boom shakalaka.
Right. Boom shakalaka. For real.
I gotta get that. I go to the Guitar Center and just play on it.
Right.
I'll be like, I'm gonna get that. He be like, I'm gonna get it.
Right. Hey, no.
That's all I'm gonna have it by June.
Hey, look, and when you pop back up, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully the same homie is there just to be like, he said he was gonna get it. He sure did come get it. He said he was gonna come get that.
Yeah, the org and everything on there, the pianos, they got
Yeah,
they
bro.
got the best pianos. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
They pianos, all of
Yes.
Yeah,
and
no
they
matter
all
what.
different.
Right.
And they got so many knobs on there you can make your own sound.
Yep.
Yeah, see sound design, and that's the
that's
coolest
It's got
thing.
reverb on there. It's got panning on there. It's got
Right.
I still got mine, man. I'm at.
You got a Nord?
Nuh-uh. I got a DR. I'm talking about DR5. My bad. I'm still talking about DR5.
He said that.
I'm coming
I'm still
over.
on the DR5, man. Hey yo, so what's up next for KeyCal, man?
Making hit records and whatever like local artists or independent artists I do business with. The goal is to make hit record with them from scratch, you know.
Sure. And
Like
you also said you was thinking about picking a guitar, eh?
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shouts out to my brother from another mother, Mr. Payback, out of California. He in Vegas now. He did a lot of beats for Tupac and E40. Like he played bass line on some of my beats too, and don't even charge. He just like when it get placed, hit me up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Like we did a song called Best Life with Songbird Ivy out of St. Louis.
Yeah, yeah.
Y'all can probably look her up, Songbird Best Life on YouTube.
Songbird. Best life.
The EPs is that Herbie Hancock EP off that Core Coronos.
Yeah, yeah.
And Mr. Payback on the guitar and bass line.
Word.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what's up. Hey, and collabing is awesome.
Yeah.
You know,
I love
It
collab.
is.
I collab with any producer because it's fun, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
I collab with y'all.
No doubt.
Whenever y'all want, you know, it's fun.
Look,
Yeah.
you heard it here
doubt.
first. It's probably going to be happening. You know, I ain't going to say probably. That's going to happen.
No
you know what I'm
doubt.
saying? We
Hell
got to
yeah.
rock together, man, for real.
And just
And
to
that's-
add, yeah, and just to add on to, as far as you playing the bass, bro, like just it's nothing like it, man. It's just nothing like just knowing how to play multiple instruments, going over here, adding that with that, going over here. I don't care if it's a tambourine, triangle, bro. Like it's nothing like it as a
shaker.
Blaring
musician.
sounds right.
Yep.
It's nothing like it. It's just nothing beats that feeling, man. So definitely, man, you get that bass, man, you're gonna have a lot of fun in the studio, bro. Trust
sir.
and believe. You're gonna have some. You're gonna have a blast. And then once you find out all the notes is right there, right next to each other, and once you get a real feel of, you got to build. You also got to build your callus. You know what I'm saying? But once
it's
you get all that,
close.
you straight.
Yeah, and you probably gonna take to it pretty easy because most musicians say that's the closest to playing the keys is playing guitar.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? That right there, once you apply that concept, you'll be good.
You're gonna be straight.
I
You're gonna
believe
have
in
a lot
it.
of fun, bro. You're gonna have a
For
blast.
real,
up
I
in
believe
there,
in
man.
it.
Yep.
You're gonna have a blast up in there. But
Right.
yeah, man. I'm sorry.
No, I wasn't saying anything at that moment. I know
Oh,
I've been
no
talking,
doubt.
but at that moment, I actually was on some quiet.
No doubt, man. No doubt, man. Hey, yo, man, this is the Pad Masters Radio Show, Riverwest Radio, WXRW-LP. Music, news, interviews for producers.
By producers.
And, yo, just to make sure, yo, shout out to everybody that's tuned in. This is episode 8, the one and only KeyCal Music, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Our first, let's make some noise
Man,
again
shout
for
out
that.
to
Our
KeyCal,
first,
man.
our
Appreciate
first
it.
Milwaukee
For real.
interview, you know what I'm saying? You know, I know a couple cats been asking us, man, when y'all gonna have somebody from the city on? Like, hey, we gonna get to it, but you know, it's an honor to have KeyCal as that first producer
For
on
sure.
the show.
Yeah,
you know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying?
Drop your
no,
jams
it's-
in.
you certified. You know what I'm saying?
Pad
At that.
Master.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes,
Real
Pad
talk.
Master. And right before we got one more minute, man, you know, you're not in the Big B MKE. You're not doing the battles.
No, I was thinking about getting into it though.
We should have got you in the Pad Masters, but
Yeah, I remember you called me. Yeah.
Man, we tried to get you on the Pad Masters, man. You would have, you know what I'm saying? We still was able to get a chip, man, but you know, it is
Look,
what it
the
is, man.
invitation is still out there,
It's
man.
still
If
there,
we,
man.
You know, the whole thing right now is we looking for a league to hop in. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
If we can't have our own, we got to hop in. We got to infiltrate somebody else's
Yes, sir.
and take it over. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But yeah, it's out there. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So anything get popping, just know you're gonna get a phone call
Yeah, I
or a
appreciate
DM
y'all.
or whatever.
Sure.
Yep.
For real.
Yes, sir.
No doubt.
Like because look, we trying to. The whole thing too is we need that. We need a camp. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We need a camp so that people in the city just be like, man, these dudes, they
They
super
hard.
serious, right?
They
They
the-
hard.
They the Wu-Tang of producers.
right. We the Milwaukee Wu-Tang Pad Masters.
No doubt.
Yep.
And that's the Pad Masters Radio Show, Riverwest Radio. We out. Peace.
Peace.